talk about this on Thursday, in something called the Report Server Catalog databases. So sometimes the DBAs put those on a different machine because you want to make sure that all these things are spread out. We're going to be using here the data tool. This is what we're going to start with today. But we're also going to show you Report Builder. We'll let you do that one today as well. Report Builder. And then you're going to be in the first lab as well, a end user, and you're going to use the web interface. It's a browser called Report Manager. So we're going to show you lots of tools, and almost all of them have the word report in it, which can be a bit confusing. I'll make sure that we go over this multiple times so that everybody is really good on what's going on. It could be very well that you have multiple machines handling your report servers if you have a lot of reporting to do. So what happens here in this, I don't really have a good color for this, but the orangey color here on your left tells you all the things that are happening on this machine here that I highlighted called the report server. You're going to log on as a client when we get to this on Thursday in Report Manager. You're going to ask for a report.
How easy?
When that happens, a bunch of things happen on this report server, and we'll go over all of these later more on Thursday. If you do the review questions for Chapter 1, a lot of these I'm skipping until Thursday, so don't panic that you don't know the answers to those, because you don't. Then again, of course, something happens. It goes out to the catalog. It goes out to the data sources. So they're pretty much the same diagram. I'm just going to move all these over to the favorites. Okay. So what we're saying here is that, in essence, the report server is this middle tier. You as the client log on to this in the middle, and then this goes over to the data sources and the other things to find that. That's all he's talking about. All right, these slides I'd like to add to the favorites, and I'm going to go over these on Thursday because these really truly cover what's really happening on that server, and we don't really talk about that till we go to deploy. So we're getting ready to get you started. Well, we're going to take a break in a few minutes, and then we're going to get you started on a lab. And we're going to do all kinds of neat things this week. We are going to do regular tabular reports. We're going to do crosstabs or matrix, or some people call them pivot tables. We're going to do charts and gauges and KPIs and maps and indicators and drill downs and drill throughs. And we're just going to have so much fun that you're just not even going to be able to stand it. We're going to do drill downs and drill throughs on Thursday morning. We're going to show you how to do little end user sorting on Thursday morning. We're going to talk about the difference between filtering and parameters, and we'll do hyperlinks and all kinds of things. Now, reporting services was designed for programmers, and for those of you that have programmed before, you'll be a little more comfortable with it than those that have not. However, you'll all do fine in the class. The class is a pretty easy class to do. You can actually write code if you know how to do the little RDF report format. It's kind of like an XML thing. You certainly can do that. In the newer version here of 2012, they changed the name from BIDS to Data Tool. That's all they did. And most of the new features are dealing with SharePoint, integrating everything into SharePoint. All right, so we talked about the fact that we're going to use the data tool, and in the first lab, you're going to do the report builder